I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Monday, February the 23rd, 2026. Thousands of students across Rutherford County are navigating unexpected transportation challenges after dozens of school buses were sidelined due to an insurance lapse involving a private owner contractor. Rutherford County school officials say roughly 40 buses are currently out of service, impacting multiple routes throughout the district. Because the district contracts with independent bus owners rather than operating a centralized fleet, the disruption has created a ripple effect across the county's transportation network. James Evans, spokesperson for the Rutherford County school system, says the district is working to secure coverage through alternate contractors while directly notifying families whose children are assigned to affected routes. School leaders emphasize that any absences or tardiness tied to transportation issues will be excused as adjustments continue. As district leaders work to stabilize bus services, a leadership change is also unfolding in Vergne. Dr. Carey Holman has been appointed principal of Vergne Lake Elementary, returning to Rutherford County after serving as director of schools in Franklin County. Director of Schools Dr. Jimmy Sullivan praised Holman's long-standing impact in the Vergne community, particularly during his 13 years leading Vergne Middle School. Holman succeeds Paige Johnson, who retired after 30 years in education, including nearly 2 decades at Vergne Lake Elementary. 2 prominent names for Murfreesboro are now part of the growing Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame class of 2026, placing Rutherford County once again in the statewide spotlight. Former Middle Tennessee State University men's basketball coach Kermit Davis and Blackman High School graduate David Price have both been confirmed for induction. Davis remains the winningest coach in Blue Raider history, guiding the program for 16 seasons with more than 300 victories, multiple conference titles, and memorable NCAA tournament runs, including the headline-grabbing upset of Michigan State in 2016. Hall of Fame Executive Director Brad Willis praised Davis not only for the wins on the court, but for building a culture of accountability and excellence. David Price's journey, on the other hand, from Rutherford County standout to Major League Baseball's first overall draft pick in 2007, continues to resonate locally. The former Vanderbilt star went on to earn a Cy Young Award, 5 All-Star selections, and a World Series championship, cementing his legacy as one of Tennessee's most accomplished pitchers. While Murfreesboro celebrates athletic experience, Smyrna police are asking for the public's help in a credit card fraud investigation tied to transactions at the Speedway on Trident Drive. Detectives say a compromised card was used multiple times, and surveillance shows a box truck and semi-truck in the area during key moments. Detective Steve Martin says identifying the vehicles or the company name on the semi could provide crucial leads as the investigation continues in Smyrna. A new economic report delivered to Governor Bill Lee highlights a widening divide across Tennessee, with nearly a third of the state's counties experiencing job losses since 2019. While areas surrounding the Nashville metro continue to see growth, many rural communities are facing economic slowdowns tied to population shifts, infrastructure challenges, and ongoing health concerns. Researchers with the University of Tennessee's Boyd Center for Business and Economic Research point to workforce health as a key factor. Higher rates of chronic illness, including heart disease and diabetes, can limit productivity and economic output. State leaders are now weighing policy changes aimed at expanding rural health care access, including proposals to loosen restrictions on new clinics and imaging centers to make it easier for medical professionals to practice in underserved areas. At the same time, Tennessee's global industries are watching a major development from the U.S. Supreme Court. In a 6-3 decision, the justices ruled President Donald Trump overstepped his authority in imposing certain tariffs under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Economists say the decision could bring more predictability to exporters and manufacturers across Middle Tennessee and beyond, many of whom rely on imported parts or international markets. While some tariffs, including those on steel and aluminum, remain in place, experts believe that the ruling may ease uncertainty for businesses making long-term investments and could eventually translate into more stable prices for consumers statewide. That's all for now. For updates on these, as well as many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com. You can also follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to drop a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.